Kuntilanak too. Not a bad movie. And I gotta say, the cinematography and the set design is actually really nice. The sort of old Indonesian Malay set design. People often think Malaysian and Indonesian movies, they don't look good. But Kuntilanak too especially, looks really good. I think the filmmaker did a really good job at expanding on the universe of Kuntilanak. If you watch the first one, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but the second one really continues on what the first one built. The way he expanded on the mythos and the lore of the movie and what this Kuntilanak is was actually really well done. Besides that, the cast was also really relatable. A group of kids going around trying to solve the mystery of what's really happening. And I think the first Kuntilanak actually captured this better than the second one. Now, that doesn't mean that Kuntilanak 2 is a bad movie by any means. It's just that Kuntilanak 1 did it better than Kuntilanak 2. There's one particular scene that I want to talk about, but I'm afraid I might. Okay, so spoiler warning if you haven't watched the movie and you don't want to know, so spoiler warning. There's one particular scene where Krishna and I think Panji, if I'm not mistaken, stumble upon like this circus and all the kids there are like zombies. That one scene. It also reminded me a bit of It too, that scene in the circus. So those were the stuff that I liked in the movie. Now for the stuff that I didn't really like. I think the design of the ghost, especially the Kuntilanak ghost and the two twin ghost girls, the designs of the twin ghosts especially, it sucked. Yeah. And the design of the Kuntilanak too, they had such a good design in the first one. I don't know why the second one has such a shitty design. There was some really weird editing in the movie as well. There were sometimes certain scenes where they would set up a scare and then immediately just cut away to something else. And I think one of the biggest gripes that I have with the movie is they didn't take their time with a lot of the scares. And there's this one particular scene, it's not that big of a spoiler, so don't worry. Krishna and Panji stumble upon this wayang kulit display thing. Then Krishna goes behind it and starts playing with it, and all of a sudden, like, the dark figure of the Kuntilanak starts walking behind the screen. And instead of just dragging it out and just holding it longer, sort of like that scene from Conjuring 2 where they just really dragged it out, instead of doing that, they just jump to like, a jump scare. Like you kind of just wasted the moment. The ending was also kind of weird. I mean, it moved from this Stranger Things, group of kids trying to fight this evil demon thing. It moved from that to like this typical Malaysian horror movie. I mean, if it just stuck with the Stranger Things It vibe, it would have been a lot better. I mean, overall, it's not a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's just not great. It's definitely way better than these.
No! Please, no! No!
So Kuntilanak 2, have you seen it? Comment down below what you think I should review next. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Ciao.